guys, this is Lisa from Almost Heaven Homestead. Welcome to the farm. As you can tell, we're a goat farm. So what I'm going to do today is basically I'm going to introduce you to everybody. This being one of our first videos actually about our herd, about how we run things, about questions that I get asked, about questions I had and couldn't find answers to. So, these are all my girls. These are all my does, my girls. Some people call them nannies. I'll just kind of introduce you a little bit. This one right here, this is Snowflake. Snowflake is a 4-year-old, yes, a 4-year-old Nigerian Dwarf doe. Well, in a little over 4 years. She was born in April of 2019. She is my herd queen. And in a later video, I'll explain what a herd queen is. But for those that don't know, it's basically the alpha female. So that is Snowflake. That is my herd queen. This beautiful girl right here. This is Buttons. Buttons is Snowflake's sister. She is also a little over 4 years old. Nigerian Dwarf doe. Yeah, she is Snowflake's sister. This is Hazel. Hazel is a Nigerian Dwarf doe. She is Snowflake's daughter, born last year, 2022. The white one right there, that is Opal. Opal is Buttons' daughter. Opal was born last year, 2022. She's a Nigerian Dwarf doe. That is Pete. Pete is my wether. He lives with the girls. Now, he's a wether, so he's a castrated male. So he cannot get any of the girls pregnant. But he has a very big job on this farm, and his job is to tell me when any of these girls are in heat. Nigerian Dwarfs, if you don't know, hi Opal. Nigerian Dwarfs come into season year-round, which means they don't only come into heat in the fall through the early winter. They come into heat all year round. So, Pete lets me know when the girls are in heat. So, if I want to breed, I know who's in heat. If there's a certain doe I want to breed, I really watch how Pete acts with her. So, anyway, so the white doe there is Opal. That's Buttons' baby from last year. Of course, that's Hazel. This black one right here, this is Wendy. She was born August 20th of last year, 2022, so she just had her first birthday. She's Patch's daughter. Patch's daughter. You haven't met Patches yet. There's Patches. That's Patches. That is my first doeling that was born on my farm. She's Snowflake's daughter, 2021. She was born February 22nd. 2021. That's Patches, which is Wendy's mama. Who haven't I got here? Oh, that pretty one back there, that black and white one, that is Holly. Holly is Hazel's sister, Snowflake's daughter from last year, 2022. That is Opal, again. This is Sputnik. Sputnik is Opal's daughter from this year. Her first freshening was this year. The first time she had babies was this year. And this is one of her babies, a little doeling named Sputnik. She was born in March of this year. March 24th of this year. So she's a little doeling. That one in the corner there, that's Honey. That is Sputnik's sister. Don't worry, guys. These two, Honey and Sputnik, are just being integrated into the doe herd. So they have to get their place in the hierarchy. So they won't hurt her unless she doesn't behave. And she learns quickly to stay out of the way. So, but anyway, Honey and Sputnik are Opal's daughters from this year. You're chowing down there, Buttons, aren't you? And I think that's everybody. I think that's all of my does. If it's not, I've lost them. No, that's all my does. Next, I'll take you over to the, what I call the bachelor pad. My bucks, that's where my bucks live, which is actually right over there. The girls are out just browsing right now. They don't live right here. They actually live on the other side of those trees. They're just out browsing for the evening. Let them come out and browse every evening. So. Grass is almost taller than she is. Actually, if I get down at level, yeah, you really can't see her. Wendy's disappeared. At eye level, she's gone almost. Easy, Pud. Good, honey. Good staying out of the way, girl. Good girl. Yeah. So as promised, these are the bucks. And one of my girls is in heat. You know how I can tell? Oh, boys, rut sucks. Pretty soon you're going to start peeing all over yourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Jack. Okay, let's throw some food down. And while the boys are busy chowing down, then I will introduce you to them. Okay, we'll try and get this done before it gets too dark. Okay, so you remember me telling you about the herd queen, which is our alpha female. Well, our alpha male now is Punky Goat. This white horned goat right here. He took over. Well, not really took over. He was co-alpha with my foundation buck, Vincent Van Goat. Unfortunately, Barber poleworm really sucks. And barber pole took the life of my foundation bug. So, guys, no, the barber pole worm is a serious freaking enemy. So this is Punky Goat. Punky is Buttons' son from 2021. Her first kidding. But this is Punky Goat. This is my Punky Goat. And let's see. The next one is, the boys are in the bachelor pad, so I can kind of go as far as birth goes. This black and white one right here, this is, we call him Tink. His real name is Stinkerton. I'll have to tell you the story about his name. But he is Punky's brother from 2021. So Buttons had 2 boys, her first kidding. So that's Stinkerton, Punky's brother. Okay. Let's see. Now, this one right here is Vinny. Vinny is also a 2021 buck. So yes, 2021 was the year of the buck. Punky is Snowflake's son and Patch's brother. So they were born February of 2021. Okay. Then last year was the year of the doe. So last year we had 5 babies born total. I had 4 girls and 1 buckling. And the only buckling born last year was Jack. Not Jack. Jack is Opal's brother, Buttons' son. You can really tell the resemblance. I mean, he got a lot of her color. I'll put a picture-in-picture type thing, but I'll put a picture here of Buttons, and you can really see the resemblance. I mean, it's not as exact as like Opal and Sputnik, her daughter, but Jack and Buttons, you can definitely tell Jack is her son. So, but Jack and Opal were born, they are 2022 babies, along with Hazel and Holly and Wendy, which you met Hazel, Holly, Wendy, and Opal already. This was the only buck born last year. So, and then this year was another year of the buck. I had 3 girls born this year. One of them I sold. One of them I sold to a lady in Kentucky. Hey Kelly, if you are watching this, I hope Daphne's doing good. I'll put a picture here of Daphne. Daphne was Buttons' daughter from this year, and then she had 2 boys also. She had a set of triplets this year, Buttons. So, let's see. Now, this is JJ. He is Patch's son from this year. And he got his name, actually. We used to have a buck named Johnny. And Johnny was solid chocolate like this. And so when JJ was born, he just reminded me so much of Johnny, and we lost Johnny to urinary calculi. That's before I really knew much about goats, so. But we lost Johnny to urinary calculi, and so JJ, he's Johnny Jr. That's where he gets his name. This is Thor. Thor is this, well, let me see if I can get you a face shot at least. He's got his head stuck up in the feet. Hi, Tink. Hi, Tink. What are you doing, Tink? Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see Thor's face or not. He's got it buried up in the hay. But this is Thor. This is JJ's brother. He's got a zinc deficiency. That's That's the problem with him, or that's what's going on with him, with the hair loss around his eyes and stuff. We've got him on a supplement, and we're trying to get him better. So yeah. But that's Patches' son from this year. And the only other, here comes Punky Goat. And these two girls, they still sleep by the house. They don't stay with the does at night. But these are Opal's babies from this year. So, and of course there's Punky Goat. But, and the last one of them that I still have on the farm that was born this year, in 2023, is Mo Man. Mo Man is a special little dude. Mo Man was a bottle baby this year. Yep. He was one of triplets. He was Snowflake's, one of Snowflake's babies. Snowflake had triplet boys this year. And he was one of them. I'll put a picture right in here somewhere of Mo when he was first born. He was such a little thing. I could fit him in the palm of my hand. Anyway, he was born with a cleft palate. And most baby goats that have a cleft palate die. Just because the fluid, with the hole in the roof of their mouth, the fluid goes into their lungs, they get aspiration pneumonia, and they die. So we decided we were going to take Mo in. Now, she had triplets. My first set of triplets, all three of them were boys. We named them Mo, Larry, and Curly. So this is Mo Man. Mo, we brought him in as a bottle baby. And I decided if he wasn't going to live very long, if he was only going to live to have a few weeks as a baby, then he was going to have a hell of a goat life. So we brought him in and decided to spoil him. Well, nobody told him that he wasn't supposed to survive. And he is now almost 9 months old. And his cleft palate just healed itself. I don't know. I know he had it. The vet told me he had it. So, yeah. But anyway, that's my Mo Man. He's my bottle baby this year. And, but he's a big boy now. He's in with all the bucks. Now, Mo and Thor are going to be weathered. We're going to castrate them. We're going to do it surgically just because I think they're too big to band. And we had a lot of stuff go on this year, and we didn't. Look at those two. We didn't get it done. Honey and Sputnik. Sputnik up front and Honey behind her. So anyway, well, y'all, that is my entire herd. 17 goats, I think. We're getting ready to start breeding, and I will introduce you and tell you who we're going to be pairing up and who's going to breed with who and when and expected due dates and all that fun stuff. So. Sayonara and goodbye.